I'm going to give you a quick rundown on the unboxing of the ColdOne. You should have a box full of all your accessories. A cup. We threw in some extras for the weekend. Let's get to the good stuff. So we ship this in 2 pieces. There's a little bit of assembly involved. It's pretty straightforward. We do this so that the box itself is significantly smaller. So this is where the magic happens. The top half, we'll call it. Get this down on the ground so I don't look like a fool. So this is your base. It's a roto-molded cooler. It'll hold ice for a very long time, like five days plus if you keep it out of the sun. You'll see a blue dot. It's not always going to be blue. They're just color coordinated. So when it comes to assembly, it's pretty straightforward and easy to figure out. Blue to blue. So I'm going to open up our box here that shows the accessories that you will likely receive. Subject to change, of course, because we're always moving. But you want to know what the important things are. Obviously, this is the most important part. It's got a regulator that will keep your kegged beverage at the proper pressure and carbonation. It'll come with 2 cartridges, CO2 cartridges, and that's enough to push up to 4 of these kegs, which is 2 gallons, which also comes with the ColdOne package, of course. BLC is an acronym for beer line cleaner. You always want to clean your system immediately when you get the product and often as you use it. So let's see. No, we're not going to go there yet. Let's just get to the point on the assembly, okay? So there's going to be 2 pins like this. They're hinge pins. Slide them in like so. Get your holes lined up. These hinge pins will push in and basically locate it for you. There you go. And then you'll just have to tap them in to get it the rest of the way in. I'm at an Airbnb. I found this hammer, so that's what I'm going to use. You can use whatever it takes to tap these pins in. A cue ball, a rolling pin, your knuckles if you're strong enough. I don't know. Just pound the pins in. And then you've got the hinge, right? Let's set this aside. As mentioned, it comes with a 2-gallon keg, which is what you will mix your delicious beverages in. And they do come packed with CO2, though we purge them in-house. But if you listen, every once in a while there's a little bit of CO2 left in there. So before you open your keg, make sure you purge that. And this is your threaded spear tool. You can see on the keg itself, there is a kind of a key. You just line that up, loosen it, spin it off, lefty-loosey, and then obviously you do the opposite when you go to fill it. This has a little bit of beer line cleaner in it because this is a used unit. I've used this unit itself probably 100 times. You'll get a beer faucet. That's very important. A faucet wrench, which you'll use to tighten the faucet to the tower. I think I mentioned the cup. Also a drip mat, which is very nice. Nice feature. And occasionally we give goodies away. So we were giving these towels away, but unfortunately we're out of them. You also get a pamphlet showing what we're all about. We do jockey boxes as well. I don't know if you know what that is, but you should look into it if you have parties. And you get a sticker. We're all about branding. we like to spread the word. And all of that comes in this nice little backpack that you can use for whatever you want. So once you have your pins in and your ColdOne is essentially assembled, you will need to attach your faucet, which is a very easy process. If you look, you can see there's like gears in there, and those will line up with the gears that are on the tower. And you can set it however you want, but you're obviously going to want it to be straight. So you'll engage that a little bit and spin this nut. Then grab your faucet wrench and just snug it up. You don't have to get ridiculous. That's perfect right there. The regulator, that's that guy. I always turn it off, which means turn it to the left so that this cap goes up. I only have it on if I have a keg connected, because there's no sense in having it on. There is a little plug in there, and that is installed in the regulator to keep the O-ring in place, though the O-ring seldom falls out. But when you're traveling, this isn't a bad thing to keep, just to make sure that everything is good to go. So we've got our faucet on. I'm going to show you how to put a cartridge on. It's very simple. The cartridge will, at the end, have a little dimple that will be punctured by the regulator when you tighten it, when you turn it on. If you see that there's an actual hole in the top of it, then it's a spent cartridge. Throw it away. Recycle it. Sorry, always recycle it. We'll just set it in there and turn it a little bit, righty-tighty, and then you'll feel it tighten up a little bit when it gets to that O-ring. And then you just commit. A couple of turns. Sometimes you'll hear a little psst, but it's rare. So we're good to go. I'm going to turn it on just a little bit to show you that the gauge moves. There you go. So we're good to go. I'm going to turn it off again, and then I'm going to batch a cocktail after I clean my keg. Always clean your keg. Check out our other videos. We get more in depth with cleaning your kegs and batching cocktails. But basically, this is just to show you what you get and how to quick assemble it. If you have any issues, always reach out to support@coldbreakusa.com. We're pretty quick about getting back to people if there's issues. So check out our other videos so you can see the cocktail making process and have a good time.